Good afternoon. It is Thursday, October 5th. I thought I'd do a video today given the magnitude of the move, and I wanted to start with the MaxList. You all know what the MaxList is. It's the institutional stocks, the institutional darlings that the mutual funds, the ETFs, they got to own at certain times or the manager is going to get fired. They're the mega stocks. MaxList. So we're going to take it from the top. Apple. It's below the 50-day. It's been going sideways here a little bit. It pushed through the 8-day today. This is a daily chart up here, daily. And this is the hourly. Same periods, hourly. You can see it had a really heavy volume bar, and it's gone sideways since then. There's potential. This is aggressive, but given the strength in this market, that this could take out these highs right here, which are these two bars highs right here, and take off. It's something to watch. That's an aggressive play because you're below the 50-day and it fell on heavy volume. So it's got some negatives against it, but if this market's going to run, Apple may participate. Always look for a clean and simple entry, and always limit losses if it doesn't work out. The next chart, Amazon, classic case, was going sideways, gaps up today, right here, goes sideways for a couple of bars on the hourly, and then picks up and makes a march. There was an entry there. Here's the 30-minute chart. Gaps up, forms a little pennant here, and then lifts off and marches up. Wanted to show this to you. It pushed through the 50-day on a pickup in volume. That could signal a turn in this stock. We'll have to see. Had the same situation here and fizzled. The market's very strong. Maybe Amazon will catch a headwind. Avgo is just loose and choppy. Nothing. Alibaba. Look at this closely. It gapped up this morning, and then it fell, and it bounced off the 8-day, and it closed near its highs. Here's the hourly chart just going sideways. You can see kind of a cup and a handle formation. If it takes out this high, which coincides with this high, and this high right up here, maybe it'll start to march. If it doesn't, it needs volume, but it doesn't look that bad. Baidu wants to get going, and it tried to get going today. Look at this, closed here, gaps up, and kind of fizzled. So what does it need to do? It needs to take out that high on heavy volume. And you could say, Pat, why do you say heavy volume? Because there hasn't been any volume here, but also heavy volume to offset this first bar of the day. This stock gapped up, went up, and reversed and closed near its lows on the hourly on heavy volume. So it needs to take these spots out right in here on volume. Is it going to do that? I don't know, but it's a MaxList stock, and I just want to alert you to that. Now Facebook, I mentioned this in the Mission Winner site room. I said this is actually closing decent on a pickup in volume. Perhaps, given the strength of this market, it will thrust through this cup pattern or take out these highs and these highs here and follow through. It's just one to watch. What's the big negative about this stock? Right here. It fell and closed in the bottom third of its range on really heavy volume. That's a negative. We'll have to watch it and see what happens. Facebook. We'll see what it does tomorrow. Google. Lifted across these tops right here on a pickup in volume. It's been marching up the 8-day. It's exactly what a person wants to see. Just walking up the line. I'm not saying buy it here, by the way, but you can see these tops going across here. I'll even draw it for you. Right there. Went across these tops, pushed through there on a pickup in volume, and it's trending. That's Google for you. Netflix. Netflix had good news today. I had this on the missionwinners.com VIP members list. This was on the list last night, and I told everybody there's a pattern right here. I want to show you something really great. This is the daily chart. Right here, here's the hourly chart. I'll slide that over a little bit. There's the hourly chart. See this? Right there? And look at the volume, that first bar. You've got a very clean and simple downward sloping trend line. And it thrust through on volume, and there was no looking back. That's what we want to see. Daily, hourly, side by side, push through the line, heavy volume. Netflix. Tesla. Now this should catch your eye. Why? And we're in this, it gaps down and reverses and closes near its highs, and it follows through on good volume yesterday. Now look at this. It's just an inside day right on the 50-day moving average line. Can it take out these highs and these highs? Which translates right to this little pennant right here. This downward sloping trend line on the hourly. Here's the daily. So tomorrow, put a limit alert right there, and we'll be ready for it. Tesla, what will we do? We'll add to it. We'll see what happens. Goldman Sachs, the train's left the station. There's no spot. Don't chase it up here. On all these, by the way, we can't get emotional and say, oh, I got to get in, I got to get in. Don't chase. Person could buy it here at 246. The stock could fall all the way down to 240 and still look okay. The people that bought it here, they're fine. But you're down $6. You can't get emotional. You got to find a clean and simple entry. And there's not one on Goldman Sachs. Here's Priceline for us. Priceline pushed through the 50-day and grinding up. Here's what I don't like about Priceline. This. It's going to take some time. Something else that's a real bummer about Priceline, man, does that baby trade thin. So just be careful with Priceline. Twitter. Even Twitter's starting to pick up here a little bit. Look at the volume rising every day. That's what you want to see. Here's a daily chart on Twitter. Perhaps it'll go across these tops right here in March. Not forecasting. It'll tell us what to do, but we got a limit alert set. What catches my eye? Two things. That is an awful bar on heavy volume, but it's starting to turn a corner on steadily increasing volume. We'll see what happens. Here's Visa, grinding on up, lifted off the 8-day today. MaxList stock, you can see that little kind of a deep V cup handle right there, and it lifted off the 8-day. Possibly Visa, a little extended now. Here's MasterCard. Look at those tops on MasterCard on the daily. MaxList stock. Perhaps it'll take out those tops. Caterpillar, extended here. I'm going to go through these real quick. The spiders, marching up the 8-day. That's the market. SSO, leveraged ETF, same thing. Qs, marching up. They broke out of some tops today, crossed those lines today, and took off. There's the Qs for you. QLD's the same thing. IWM, wait for that to load. Here comes IWM. It's been trending nicely. Here's the daily chart, spread out. It's been leading the charge. And then finally we go to TNA, which is the leveraged, and it's been grinding also. Anyway, it was a big day in the markets today. I hope you participated in it, but I also hope, this is very important, don't get emotional. Pick your spots. A clean and simple entry will give you a clean and simple exit. If you're wrong, always look for a simple spot to get in so that if it goes up and falls, you can get out with a relatively small loss. I wanted to share this with you. I hope it helps. Have a good night, and I will look forward to talking to you later.